Hey everybody, just woke up from a dream. My hair is a little funky. I think this is it. I really think this is it, you guys. I've been praying the Lord, let me know when the rapture happens. I know I don't know the minute nor the second or the day of it happening, but when it is close, Lord, let me know. Like, let me know that I know it's coming so I can do last minute repenting. I had a dream, a lot of dreams and confirmation that is narrowing down. This is it. This dream I had today was finalizing everything. I had a few dreams today, but I've been I've been watching um, and observing that I've been having a lot of dreams that is about harvesting and portals. Okay, today it was really weird. I'll tell you the beginning of the dream until the end. Um, I was mixing up something, I don't know, and then it was almost like acid. Okay, um, this might represent the demon or something, but it was really contagious. It would just spread. Okay, it would spread on my bed. It would just spread over. This represent contamination. Sin is spreading all over the place. I don't know how I mixed this, but I don't know how I mixed it together. But I made this crazy ingredient. Like, I don't know how I invited him in, like the devil in my, I don't know. So I ended up getting it all over the place, and then I end up getting over my face, and that acid would make me red, but then it's like a whitening detergent. It whitened my skin, so it was imprinted a guitar on my forehead. I was like, what? I definitely, the guitar represents something about myself, or the mark of, I don't know, the if it's a bad or good thing, but I had a, if any of you guys know what the mark of the guitar means, I know it's either from God, or the mark is either from God or from the devil. Like, you know how God said that he'll put all the mark on people's forehead that belongs to him. And I don't know, I had a mark of a guitar, a white, like how my skin is like tan like this, right? And then the acid just made everything white. But in, you know how you tape a sticker and then you put it under the sun, and then you peel off that spot is white. That was what my forehead was. It was a shape of a guitar. Maybe, I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna be playing guitar or whatever. Like, I don't know what's going on. But that was really weird. And so what happened was, I have a little garden outside. Um, I've been having a lot of dream of gardening and harvesting. Okay, this was the last harvest. This dream that I had in my dream tonight was the biggest harvest ever. It was like the last and finalized, and I saw it progressing like super quickly. It was like within like super quickly, like in 5 minutes. You know, it went from not ready to like, okay, I'm taking the fruit, like it is ready, like, you know, it got ripe so quickly. And there was a lot of harvest. There was a few watermelon, but a lot of tomatoes and cucumbers and just bell pepper, and all sorts of fruits out there, and you know, squash and weird stuff we grow outside. um it was it was actually like, it was so ripe that I almost getting like, you know, rotten kind of thing. And like God said, the harvest is plenty, but the workers are few. God's been telling me that. He's been hustling our butt to go outside to go evangelize to people. And so what happened is, um, there was this girl. She was like handicapped. She was like, you know, she was like one of those like, she was kind of handicapped, and she kind of dumb, you know, like she paralyzed, or you know, like she got symptoms. So she definitely going in a rapture, because you know, she doesn't really know sin, and she doesn't know not anything. It was really funny. I thought she looked really young. I asked her how old she is, and she says she's 28, and I'm 28. Maybe God's saying it's this year, daughter. Like, and then that girl was talking about opening portal. Okay, she was talking. She had and like she became like this, and she became like into like a person, and she was able to talk. That she said the portal that's going to be opening is potentially going to be the biggest, heavenliest portal that's going to be ever witnessed. And I was like, whoa, really, that's really interesting. And then so basically, the harvest means God's harvesting his wheat and tare right now. He is harvesting. The season is due. It's almost getting like it's so ripe that it's getting squishy. You know what I mean? And so seeds was all over the place. I was collecting the seeds too for the next year harvest, which is the new millennium. So I was preparing the I was basically preparing, cutting it and putting it in the refrigerator. So I was preparing. It was almost like I was preparing supper. Okay, and maybe this represents God is preparing the rapture. This is coming down. Everything is like I'm telling you, it can be any second. You got it can be any second of any day because the Missouri, remember, from related to my last dream, it's within days. Okay, um, and then right before the the flood happened. So I really think that okay, this is really close. I can tell you it's very, very close. Basically the harvest represent God's harvesting the wheat and tare, and it was all over the place. It was like rows and rows of veggie. And I was like, Dad, why did you store it so early? There's still a lot of really good fruit that needs to be ripened. He's like, no, there's no time left. That this is it. This, it's time's up. Kind of like my dad was like, and then the fruit became to like not done, and it was like ripe. You know what I mean? So I'm assuming maybe this earthquake or the tsunami is going to get the revival for a lot of the remaining Christians to be awakened. Okay, possibly. Okay, I don't really follow the Bible because it's very hard to understand. I ask God and let Him guide me through the Spirit, because the Bible can be very misleading. Okay, people change the words up and down that thing. That's why God put do not change a thing, or else you'll be in big trouble. Because God knows people are going to change the Bible and words here, words there to deceive people. So I just go straight to the Lord, even though it has a lot of truth. But you guys always ask the Lord. He'll tell you, what's going to happen. Basically, when he was telling me the tsunami and people having a lot of tsunami dreams, okay, it's not in the Bible. It didn't say anything about a tsunami or whatever, just to show that, there are things that there's things that's happening in it that the Bible doesn't describe or doesn't have. And, obviously, anyway, so what I'm saying, it is due time, okay? Everything is in place. That girl is 28. I'm 28. And I don't know what the mark of the guitar was. So if any of you know what the mark of guitar, please let me know. But I'm just letting you know that, I've been having a lot of dreams of harvesting, okay? The other day, if you check out my garden, my tomatoes and my watermelon, I grew some too. And basically, God kind of relate to my situation, what I'm in. So God said, when you get your first harvest, I'm going to do my first harvest. Like, I haven't collected my first watermelon nor my tomato yet. But when I do my first, and then when the cucumber go, like, it's like only halfway, but when it goes all the way up, that's when the rapture happens. Okay, I have a feeling, okay, that's what he's telling me, and I'm not near for it to be ripened, maybe another week or so, I don't know. But he said, when I do my harvest, my first harvest, when it's ripe, that's when he's going to take out his first fruit too, okay, which is the rapture, okay? Lots of harvest and portal dreams, you guys. Just let you know, the portal is opening up, Everything is staged. We're about to go through the portal, you guys. We are about to go. This portal is basically going to be, this girl said it's going to be the most heavenliest. Okay, there was so much fruit that it's impossible to eat. Like, there was so much harvest that it was impossible for the workers, the few, it's impossible for everybody to and go collect the fruit. So that's why God is putting on that revival, that earthquake and the flood, right? I think right before the rapture happens, the tsunami and the flood with it and the earthquake that people have been having. Okay, this is going to be a very big revival to let people be awakened that the Bible is true and that the people that's been talking about this in Christianity is true, to lead people to get into more ripeness. Okay, and the ones that's not ripe probably going to throw away. And everything was smashed up in the dream. Everything was everywhere. Like, it was everywhere. Like, maybe that represent a lot of people gonna die real soon because the harvest is like broken and teared up and just collected, and then I was getting some bags to collect some seeds. And these seeds represent for the new millennium. Okay. So whatever so basically there was basically there's going to be the the cutting and eating of the fruit represent the bride, and the seeds are represent this the saints that's going to go into the millennium. I have a feeling the bride will not go into the millennium, but the saints are to be tested some more because they have, I think the bride has been ready, walk on the Lord, whatever, I don't know. And maybe the bride might have to go into the millennium to like guide the people, or they have more authority and power over the saints, the bride. I think I heard that in the new millennium the bride can fly and have like privileges, but again, I don't know that. I heard that from a prophet of God. I feel it is very strong that he is a prophet from the Lord. So, definitely the new millennium is not going to be like this earth. It's going to be something like half heaven, half earth. It's going to be awesome, but more privilege to the bride than the saints that's going to go into but oh Lord, I'm just asking the Lord to let me know if I'm gonna make it, because I have a very strong feeling I'm gonna make it, but lately, these last couple days, my action is not really showing that I'm trying. But is it really based on works? I don't know. Like Lord, like please let me know, because I know I'm not really doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is to evangelize and whatever, and just only beside the people on YouTube. And but the harvest is really massive, like, and I'm just kind of like da 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 da, like in my dream, like I am in real life, like da da. I'll get to it when I get to it, kind of like deal, I mean, and that's not good. That's not the attitude we need to be doing right now, and I repent to it every day, because I'm like, I want to be pulled out of this. I want to be a good vessel. I want to start doing stuff, but I'm like, nobody is listening. That's why God is taking on this revival, to have people to listen. So when this revival happens, okay, you guys listen. When the flood and tsunami, I've been telling people and I've been warning people in my community, when they know this, when they've seen this happen. So when it happens, they'll come to me, like I evangelize to Buddhists and all sorts of people. So basically, when this tsunami happens, this is why I figure, okay, because the tsunami has happened before the flood, because when the tsunami happened, and so the people were like, oh my goodness, you were right. And then they'll know that I was sent from the Lord to give them this, you know what I mean? Like, I was sent from the Lord to tell them that. How else would I know this if the Lord wasn't telling me this? How else would I know? So they know that I was listening from the true and only God, of the world, the universe, and of the creation, and it will start listening to my gospel, and then that's where the last harvest is gonna be. Where in my dream I saw everything was ripened real quick, you know what I mean? And there was still a lot that was like really small and didn't even get a chance to get big at all because, you know. So ones that are small and they got ripe too, you know, even though they're not big, but they're still small and they got ripe. We end up collecting though, as long as they're red and proportionate, you know, we'll eat the small and the big. So I'm figuring whether if your light is dim or bright, or if your faith is small or whatever, if you believe in God, in Jesus, and are reborn and whatever, so not, okay, he's gonna take you with him. Like he's gonna take the, you know, the the lease and everything, you know, he's gonna take the, you know, he already grew it, might as well take the harvest, right? So I would take all the harvest. If it's like too small and like pointless to eat, then I just throw it away. But I mean, if it's like, even if it's like about this much, you know, I would, and it gets red, I would eat it. It would be nice and cute, you know what I mean? And nice and like mini size tomatoes. Like there's big tomatoes and there was little. I'm like, if the mini tomatoes got ripened, okay, the ripen represent the purity of the heart because it's red, you know, maybe. I don't know. But that's it. Bye.